Well, we've all seen it, that classic 90s film that follows Kevin McAllister, a young boy left home alone. And while that movie is full of laughs and very far-fetched in some ways, Officer Heidi Miller is with me to address the real issue of preparing your kids to be left home alone. Officer Miller, I think the biggest question is, what's the law regarding leaving the kids at home? Is there a specific age?
There is no age determination in the law. There isn't. I think most reasonable people realize about 10, 12 is when you start to kind of look at, can my child be home alone?
Okay, and since there's no age specific in the law, what factors help determine if a child is ready to be home alone?
Well, the first question would be, does your child want to be home alone? You know, if you have to run out and get something quick at the grocery store, you need a few things for a recipe or whatever, and you tell Johnny that you have to go do that, how are they going to be with that? Are they going to be, you know, if they're worried that you're leaving even for 10, 15 minutes, I would say no, your child is not ready. They need to come to the store with you.
Okay, so maturity.
Maturity, you know, can your child get ready for school on their own and get to the bus maybe if you're not there in the morning? Can they just do some simple chores if you ask them to clean their room? Now maybe that's not a good one. Or maybe help fold a load of laundry or pick something up. You know, are they able to do that with very little supervision?
Kids are most likely to be left alone right after school, up until the time their parents get home from work. And to ensure that unsupervised time is spent safely, the key is preparation.
First, it's important to identify what constitutes an emergency. For example, someone's at the front door and they're not leaving, or you become injured. A list of emergency numbers should be written out, and parents should talk to their kids about when to call those numbers. Keep it in an easy-to-reach place, like on the refrigerator.
Even if it's just for a few hours that a child is home alone, say after school or something, is it something that needs to be broadcasted or that anyone should know about at that?
No, the kids don't need to share with their friends that they're home alone after school. In fact, with my own children, I say, you know, if you want to have a friend over, it has to be after I get home. And you need to call and ask me about it. As soon as my kids get in the door is locked. If somebody calls on the phone, I tell them that parents are busy, take a message. If somebody happens to come to the door while I'm away, they're not to answer it. If the person won't leave, I would want my child to call 911.
To fend off boredom, there are a variety of things kids could be doing while home alone.
Often kids left home alone want to prove to their parents that they can be trusted and are mature enough to be left unsupervised. Here are a few great ways to do that. Spend time alone doing homework or getting a head start on projects or assignments. Limit your time online. The internet can be dangerous when not monitored by an adult. Avoid making snacks that involve using the stove or oven. This will decrease the risk of an accidental fire starting. And never allow your friends over when home alone, unless previously given permission by your parents.
Any final thoughts you'd like to share, Officer Miller?
Well, you know, for each child, it's different. You know, it's not an easy thing, having your child at home alone. Kids, if you're watching, your parents are giving you a huge amount of responsibility if they do allow you to be at home. Follow their rules. You know, don't cook. Limit your screen time. And, you know, just to impress your parents maybe a little bit, you know, decide to vacuum. Pick up your room every once in a while. Maybe fold that load of laundry, because if you do, your parents just have more time to spend with you. And believe me, I know that's what they want to be doing.
If you follow the rules set forth by your parents and use your best judgment, your time spent alone can be productive and safe.